Namaskar students and welcome. This is going to be the last part of the question answers of 6th Science lesson number 2, the living world. So let us continue children. Next one, chameleon. How are chameleons walking? Jerky walk children. Chameleons move back and forth in a jerky way to imitate leaves and foliage movement. They use their tail to grab a branch and secure themselves. So children, they are using the tail for support, for grabbing a branch, for taking a branch, and they move back and forth to imitate the foliage movement, means the movement of the dry leaves or the green leaves. Let's see how it is walking. Oh, very nice walk children. Next one, frogs hopping. Frogs have strong hind legs to hop on land and webbed feet to swim in water. These are long legs, hind legs children. It is having very strong hind legs to jump. Let's see how it is jumping. Oh, see the legs, they've become so long children. So long. Next one, Gulmohar. Now we come to the plants children. Gulmohar, phototropism. Photo means light children. The leaves and branches move towards light and show phototropism. The leaves close down in the evening and show thigmotropism, response to light stimuli. Some leaves close down children because they are very sensitive to light. They respond to stimuli. And because in the evening time there is no light, they close down. Sweet potato, geotropism. Geo means earth children. Sweet potato creeper stays close to ground and shows geotropism. The leaves move towards light and show phototropism. Now children, because this sweet potato grows down under the soil, it is showing geotropism by going down and down, inside and inside the earth. And the leaves are going to go up towards the light and they will show phototropism. Next one, dolphins. Dolphins move by arching their backs and moving their flukes up and down. They have flippers which help these mammals turn, rise and lower themselves in water. They do a lot of tactics in the water children and they make very funny voices also. That is why they are very famous. So they are using their flukes and they have flippers also. Their wings. They are using their tail also for changing direction. Let's see how the dolphins are moving. Oh, very nice. It's very beautiful children. Next one, ants. Mandible closing, chemical communication, pheromones. Ants use alternating tripod system for walking. They use scented pheromones to communicate with others. Children, you might have seen when there is one ant going in one direction and behind that ant there are 2-3 more ants, then all the ants are going to go in the same line, in the same manner. It is because of the scented pheromones which they are giving out. So other ants will come to know. See how the ants are moving. We are seeing question number 5 children. What are the peculiarities of the movements of these living things? Now let us see rattlesnakes. Rectilinear motion. Children, we have seen in the earlier question that the snakes are moving in a wavy motion. They are slithering. They move in a wavy motion. But these rattlesnakes do not move in a wavy motion children. They move in a straight motion. Okay. That is why their motion is slow as compared to the other snakes children. Rattlesnakes usually travel in a straight line and move by using their ribs. They also use their muscles children. They move slowly, but their most striking feature is the rattling of tail which warns its enemies. This is the tail children. It is continuously going to move. It will make a sound like this and that's how it is going to scare its enemies, and this is going to show its movement. So let us see the rattling and the movement of the rattlesnake. See the difference, children, how this snake is moving, and you know how the other snakes move. This is the movement, children. See the rattling. Next one, grasshoppers. Grasshoppers can move in three ways. They use their strong hind legs and leap into the air. They jump before flying with their wings to achieve greater height. They are jumping, children. See, this is the grasshopper, children. Let us see how it is moving. Oh, nice jump, children. Next one, earthworms. Contractions. They will contract their muscles and they will move forward. Earthworms move by stretching and contracting their little segments. The pair of small hair called setae helps them in getting a grip on soil. Setae, those are like many segments joined together, children. See, it is going to contract. Yes, see this way. And then it is going to move forward. Next, write in detail about how plants and animals found in your surroundings prove useful or harmful. We will see the useful plants and animals first, children. Then we will see the harmful plants and animals. Useful plants, neem. Neem has antibacterial properties. It is used for skin infections and for keeping pests away. These are the leaves of neem tree, children. See the neem oil, which is having antibacterial properties. We use for skin infections, and it is also keeping the pests away, like the worms, insects. Next useful plant is tulsi. Tulsi cures cough and cold and is used as medicine. Yes, children, we know very well a lot of medicinal benefits of tulsi plant. See this medicine which is made from tulsi. It is an immunity booster. Next useful animal. First one, cows. Cows are reared for milk, from which we get curd, ghee, butter, paneer, cheese, and many more products. See this cow, a very cute cow. See, so many dairy products we are getting from the milk. Next useful animal is the hen. It comes in the bird category, children. Hens are reared for eggs and meat. See the eggs. Now let us see the harmful plants and animals. This is very commonly found plant, children, mostly in the gardens. Oleander. Its name is oleander. This decorative plant's leaf can cause death in humans if eaten. If you eat the leaves, then it can cause death, children. It's a dangerous plant. The flowers have got a very nice smell, children. Next harmful plant is dumb cane. Again, children, this is one of the very commonly found plants. Very common plant, but it is dangerous. This house plant's leaves cause severe swelling and burning of mouth and tongue if chewed. The leaves are again very dangerous. Next harmful animal, rat. Rats eat our food, chew our papers and clothes and spread diseases. Yes, children, rats are not good. Next one, cockroaches. These insects eat everything available in our house and also spread diseases. Very dirty and very nasty creatures, children. Nobody likes them. Most of us are very scared of these cockroaches.
So children, here we complete with all the question answers of this lesson. Thank you for watching till the end.